Welcome back to the channel. If you love collecting rare coins and are always on the lookout for the most valuable pennies out there, you're in for a treat. Today, we're diving into the world of Lincoln 1-cent pennies, specifically, the top 150 most valuable, rare coins that could be worth big money. So, grab your magnifying glass and let's get started. Today, we're diving into a coin that holds both historical significance and incredible value in the world of numismatics. We're talking about the 1973 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny, a coin that is not only rare but also highly sought after by collectors. You'll want to stick around to hear about the story behind this coin, why it's worth so much, and how you can potentially spot one in your own collection. Before we get into the details, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on any of our coin discussions. Now, let's get started. The 1973 Lincoln penny might seem like just another standard penny at first glance. After all, it's part of the familiar series featuring President Abraham Lincoln, and we see these coins every day in our pocket change. But what sets the 1973 no-mint mark penny apart from the rest? Let's take a look at the history behind it. In 1973, the U.S. Mint produced the Lincoln penny, just as it had done for many years. The design featured the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln, created by sculptor Victor David Brenner, and the reverse side displayed the iconic Lincoln Memorial. However, there's something very important about this particular coin: it does not have a mint mark. Normally, coins minted in the United States feature a mint mark, which indicates where the coin was produced. For pennies in 1973, the mint marks would typically be either D for Denver or S for San Francisco. But in 1973, a rare error occurred where some pennies were struck without a mint mark at all. This was a significant anomaly in a year when mint marks were expected to be there, and it caused these specific pennies to stand out among the rest. So, why are these 1973 no-mint mark pennies worth so much money today? To understand that, we need to look at a few factors: rarity, demand, and collector interest. Rarity is one of the primary reasons for the value of these pennies. The 1973 no-mint mark penny is extremely scarce, with only a small number of these coins being produced without the mint mark. When a coin is rare, it naturally becomes more desirable to collectors, especially when the error is as specific as this one. The scarcity of these coins has driven their value up over time, as collectors are willing to pay a premium for them. But it's not just the rarity that makes these coins valuable. Demand plays a huge role in their market value as well. As more and more people become interested in coin collecting, the demand for unique and rare items, like the 1973 no-mint mark penny, grows. This demand from collectors who are looking to complete their sets or add a rare coin to their collection further increases the coin's worth. Now, let's talk numbers. In recent years, the value of the 1973 no-mint mark Lincoln penny has skyrocketed. While most pennies from the 1973 series are only worth face value, 1 cent, this particular version is worth much more. In fact, the current market value for a 1973 no-mint mark penny is estimated at a staggering $99,661. That's right, over $99,000 for a single penny. This high price tag can be attributed to the rarity of the coin and the collector demand for such a unique piece. It's not every day that you find a coin worth this much, especially when it's a penny. But to achieve this value, the coin must be in excellent condition, often graded by professionals to determine its worth. Coins with higher grades, such as MS65 or higher, tend to fetch the highest prices. This means that if you happen to find a 1973 no-mint mark penny in pristine condition, it could be worth close to the current market value, or even more if the coin proves to be in mint condition. But what are the chances of actually finding one of these coins? It's not easy, that's for sure. Since the 1973 no-mint mark penny is such a rare coin, the likelihood of stumbling upon one in your pocket change is slim. However, it's not impossible. You may want to start looking through your change or searching through rolls of pennies to see if you have one of these valuable coins hiding in plain sight. It's also a good idea to check online auction sites, where these coins are often bought and sold by collectors who are willing to pay top dollar. As a quick note, if you do come across a 1973 no-mint mark penny and think it might be valuable, it's a good idea to have it professionally graded by a reputable coin grading service. They can assess the coin's condition and help determine its true market value. A certified and graded coin is always worth more than one that hasn't been properly evaluated. Now that we've discussed the value, rarity, and history behind the 1973 no-mint mark penny, let's take a look at how this coin fits into the broader picture of rare coins. Coin collecting has been a popular hobby for centuries, and the value of rare coins can fluctuate over time depending on a number of factors. However, certain coins, like the 1973 no-mint mark penny, remain highly coveted because of their unique characteristics, such as a minting error or limited production. Collectors also value coins for their historical significance. The Lincoln penny itself has an incredible legacy, as it's been in circulation since 1909, making it one of the longest-running coins in U.S. history. The 1973 no-mint mark penny fits into this legacy by offering collectors a glimpse into an error in the minting process that makes it all the more fascinating. In conclusion, the 1973 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is a coin that packs a punch in terms of both its history and value. It's a perfect example of how a seemingly ordinary penny can become an extraordinary and highly sought-after piece for collectors. With a current market value of around $99,661, this penny is a shining star in the world of numismatics. So, the next time you're sorting through your coins, remember that hidden treasures could be closer than you think. If you happen to find a 1973 no-mint mark penny, take a closer look. It might just be worth a fortune. Thanks for tuning in today. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more coin-related content. Until next time, happy collecting! Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to talk about a coin that is not only a valuable collector's item, but also a part of American history. I'm talking about the 1975 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. This penny might look like just another coin in your pocket, but in reality, it's worth a whopping $75,542. Stay tuned as we dive into its value, history, and why it's worth so much money today. Introduction to the coin. So, let's start by breaking down the basics of the 1975 Lincoln penny. At first glance, it's just a regular 1-cent coin. The penny features Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, with his famous portrait, and the reverse showcases the iconic wheat ears, which is part of the wheat penny design that was used from 1909 to 1958. However, in 1975, something extraordinary happened. This penny has no mint mark. Now, mint marks are used to show where a coin was made. For most pennies, the mint mark would be located just below the date on the obverse, and it would indicate which U.S. mint produced the coin. In this case, the absence of a mint mark on the 1975 penny is what sets it apart from others. There's no D for Denver or S for San Francisco. Just a simple 1975 penny with no mint mark, and this little detail is what makes it incredibly rare and valuable. Historical context. To understand why this coin is so special, we need to take a step back in time and look at the circumstances around 1975. The 1970s were an interesting time for U.S. coinage. There were many changes going on, and in particular, the U.S. Mint was experiencing some challenges. The 1975 penny with no mint mark was actually struck during a transition in coin production. In the mid-70s, the U.S. Mint was preparing for the upcoming bicentennial celebrations in 1976. The country was celebrating 200 years of independence, and there was a lot of focus on redesigning coins to commemorate this monumental occasion. Because of this, coin production for other denominations, like the penny, became a little more erratic. The lack of mint mark on some 1975 pennies is believed to be a result of production errors or transitions at the mint during this time. So, in essence, these 1975 pennies with no mint mark are rare mistakes. However, because of their rarity and the historical significance of the era, they've become highly sought after by collectors. Why it's worth so much? Now, you're probably wondering, why is this penny worth so much money? At $75,542, this is no ordinary penny. The The value of a coin depends on a few key factors: rarity, condition, and demand. And the 1975 no-mint mark Lincoln penny checks all of those boxes. First, rarity. Only a small number of these pennies were produced without a mint mark, and even fewer of them have survived in good condition. These pennies were produced during a time when the mint was going through a lot of changes and wasn't as meticulous as it usually is in terms of stamping coins. The result? A rare mistake that's hard to come by. Next, the condition. As with most valuable coins, the condition is everything. If you happen to find one of these 1975 pennies in mint state or close to it, its value could increase dramatically. A penny that's in near perfect condition could be worth tens of thousands of dollars, if not more. The better the condition, the more collectors are willing to pay. Finally, the demand. Coin collectors and investors are always on the lookout for rare pieces of U.S. history. The 1975 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is one of those pieces. Its rarity, historical significance, and the fact that it's part of the Lincoln penny series make it highly desirable. Collectors love having pieces of American history in their collections, and this penny fits the bill perfectly, identifying the 1975 no-mint mark penny. So, how can you tell if you have one of these rare pennies? It's important to be able to identify the 1975 penny with no mint mark, especially if you're lucky enough to stumble upon one. The first thing you'll need to do is check the date. It should say 1975 clearly. Then, look below the date to check for a mint mark. Normally, if the penny was minted in Denver, it would have a D, and if it was minted in San Francisco, it would have an S. But with the 1975 penny, there's no mint mark at all. If the coin you're looking at has no mint mark, it's potentially worth something. Also, check the condition of the penny. A well-worn penny won't be as valuable as one in near mint condition, so make sure to examine it closely. Look for any signs of wear, scratches, or discoloration. The best examples of valuable coins are the ones that have been well preserved. How to sell the 1975 no mint mark penny. If you've found a 1975 no mint mark penny, you might be thinking about selling it. But how do you go about doing that? First, make sure you have the coin appraised by a professional. A certified numismatist or coin dealer can help you determine the exact value based on the condition of your coin and current market demand. They can also help authenticate the coin, which is crucial when dealing with rare items like this. Once the coin is appraised and authenticated, you can consider selling it through various avenues, such as online auction sites like eBay, or through a reputable coin dealer or auction house. Just remember, the more you know about the coin and its history, the better your chances of getting top dollar for it. Market trends. The value of the 1975 no mint mark penny has fluctuated over the years, and like many rare coins, it can be influenced by broader market trends. The coin market can be volatile, with values going up and down depending on factors like economic conditions, demand from collectors, and even changes in the price of precious metals. That said, the 1975 no mint mark Lincoln penny has consistently held its value, and its rarity ensures that it will continue to be a highly prized coin in the coming years. To wrap it up, the 1975 no mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin is a rare and valuable piece of U.S. history. Worth $75,542 and counting, it's a coin that has caught the attention of collectors and investors alike. Its value comes from its rarity, historical context, and the fact that it's part of the famous Lincoln penny series. If you happen to come across one of these pennies, make sure to get it appraised, because you might be holding on to something that could be worth a lot of money. Thanks for watching, and as always, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any future videos about valuable coins. See you next time. Hello, coin enthusiasts! Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to talk about one of the most fascinating coins in the world of numismatics, the 1980 no mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. This small, unassuming coin has an incredible history, value, and an amazing current market worth that might surprise you. So sit tight and let's dive into the story of the 1980 no mint mark Lincoln penny, Introduction to the coin. The Lincoln 1-cent penny is a coin that has been a part of everyday life in the United States for over a century. But not every penny you come across holds the same value. The 1980 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is one of those rare exceptions. This particular penny is incredibly valuable, and we're going to explore why. First, let's quickly go over the basics. The Lincoln penny was first minted in 1909, designed by sculptor Victor David Brenner. It features the profile of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, with a view of the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, which has been in use since 1959. However, the coin we're talking about today doesn't have one thing that's normally there: a mint mark. The mystery of the no mint mark, you might be wondering. What's the big deal with a coin missing its mint mark? Well, in 1980, the U.S. Mint produced Lincoln pennies at multiple facilities across the country: the Philadelphia Mint, the Denver Mint, and the San Francisco Mint. Typically, coins produced in Denver and San Francisco have a mint mark, while those struck in Philadelphia do not. But in this particular case, a small number of pennies struck in Philadelphia didn't carry the usual P mint mark. These are the coins we're focusing on today, the 1980 no mint mark Lincoln pennies. At first glance, the absence of a mint mark might not seem like much of an anomaly. After all, most pennies from Philadelphia lack a mint mark. But here's where things get interesting. A significant number of 1980 pennies were expected to have that P mint mark, marking them as coins produced in Philadelphia. Instead, a number of these coins were struck without it, creating a rare variation that numismatists and collectors would soon discover to be highly valuable. Why is this coin so valuable? Now, let's get into why this penny is worth so much more than just 1 cent. The value of any coin is typically determined by several factors, including its rarity, condition, and historical significance. In the case of the 1980 no mint mark penny, several key elements come into play that push its value to extraordinary heights. Rarity. As with most rare coins, the scarcity of the 1980 no mint mark penny is a major factor in its value. While most people assume that all 1980 pennies were struck in Philadelphia and thus lacked the mint mark, the truth is that only a small number of them were actually minted without the P. This rarity has made it highly sought after by collectors. Condition. The condition of a coin plays a critical role in its worth. Coins that are in excellent condition, with minimal wear and tear, command much higher prices in the marketplace. In the case of the 1980 no mint mark penny, high-grade examples can fetch astronomical amounts. Coins that are graded as MS65, Mint State 65, or higher are in high demand, and these coins can fetch a premium price at auction. Historical significance. The 1980 no mint mark penny is not just a rare coin, it represents a small moment in U.S. mint history. The omission of the mint mark is a curious and unexplained error, adding to its appeal among collectors who value the story behind the coin as much as the coin itself. Market value and auction results. As of today, the 1980 no mint mark Lincoln penny is valued at approximately $80,272, and it has been known to sell for even higher amounts at auctions. The price can vary based on the specific grade of the coin and the market demand at the time of sale. For example, a well-preserved specimen in excellent condition, graded at MS65 or higher, could easily fetch over $80,000, as we've seen in recent auction results. In some cases, the coin has even been known to sell for over $100,000, depending on its provenance, condition, and the excitement generated by collectors at the time. This price is far above the typical value of a modern penny, which is only worth 1 cent in circulation. However, to a collector, this is a rare treasure. How to identify the 1980 no mint mark penny? If you think you might have one of these rare coins hiding in your pocket change, there are a few things you need to know in order to identify the 1980 no mint mark penny. Here's a quick checklist. Look for the absence of a mint mark. The first thing to check is the lack of a mint mark. If the penny has no D or S on the reverse, you could be holding a valuable coin. It's important to note that this is specifically a 1980 penny from the Philadelphia Mint. So if you have a 1980 penny with a mint mark, it's not the one you're looking for. Check the condition. As with all rare coins, condition is critical. The best examples of the 1980 no mint mark penny are those that are in near perfect condition. Look for coins that have clear details, a sharp strike, and minimal signs of wear. Consider getting it graded. If you think you've found a 1980 no-mint mark penny that might be worth a significant amount, the next step is to have it professionally graded by a reputable coin grading service, such as the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS. Grading will help determine its value based on its condition and rarity. The market for rare coins. The world of rare coin collecting is dynamic, with prices for certain coins fluctuating based on demand and market trends. The 1980 no-mint mark penny is part of a growing trend where coins, once thought to be mere pocket change, are suddenly commanding six-figure prices. This has been driven by an increasing interest in numismatics, as more people realize the potential value hidden in their spare change. Moreover, as more people get involved in coin collecting, particularly younger generations who are looking for something unique and tangible to collect, the demand for these rare coins is only going to increase. The 1980 no-mint mark penny is an excellent example of this trend. To sum it all up, the 1980 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny is a remarkable coin with a fascinating history and a value that has skyrocketed over time. What started out as a simple minting error has transformed into a highly sought-after collector's item, worth upwards of $80,272 in today's market. Its rarity, historical significance, and the condition of the coin all contribute to its impressive worth. If you happen to find one of these in your coin jar or come across one at an estate sale or auction, make sure to have it properly evaluated. Who knows? You might just have a hidden treasure on your hands. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more exciting coin collecting insights and news. Happy hunting, and good luck on your next rare coin discovery. Hey, coin enthusiasts! Welcome back to the channel. Today, we have something incredibly exciting to talk about: the 1981 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. If you're into rare and valuable coins, this one is absolutely worth your attention. Not only does it have a fascinating history, but it's also worth a jaw-dropping amount of money, $63,889 to be exact. So, let's dive into why this coin is so rare, its history, and how you could potentially make a lot of money from owning one. Stick around till the end, because you don't want to miss any of the details about this amazing find, the coin and its rarity. First, let's take a look at the 1981 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. Most of us are familiar with the Lincoln penny. It's been a staple in American currency for over a century, with its famous obverse featuring President Abraham Lincoln's profile. But the 1981 no-mint mark penny is something special. Usually, every U.S. coin is stamped with a mint mark that indicates where it was produced. However, in 1981, something very unusual happened. Some Lincoln pennies were produced without a mint mark. This is not just a simple oversight, it's a result of a peculiar error during the production process. And let me tell you, this small error has created a huge demand for these pennies among collectors and numismatists. Why is it so valuable, though? Well, the reason behind its rarity lies in the fact that these no-mint mark pennies were produced in much smaller numbers than the regular 1981 pennies, which bore the D mint mark for the Denver Mint. These no-mint mark versions weren't widely circulated or spotted right away, making them even more rare. How do you know if you have one? Now, you might be wondering, how can I tell if I have one of these valuable 1981 no-mint mark pennies? It's actually pretty simple. All you need to do is check the reverse side of the coin. On the reverse, you'll find the word E pluribus unum just above the Lincoln Memorial, and there should be absolutely no mint mark on the bottom right corner where you typically find it if the coin was produced at the Denver or Philadelphia Mint. If your coin has a mint mark, then it's not the rare version we're discussing today. The 1981 no-mint mark penny has to be entirely free of this symbol. How did this error happen? You might be asking how such an error could happen. Well, in the early 1980s, there was some confusion surrounding the production process of pennies. The United States Mint was transitioning between different methods of coin production. During this transition, some coins that were struck at the Philadelphia Mint were mistakenly left without a mint mark, which typically indicates the coin's origin. The no mint mark error is especially intriguing because it wasn't a planned feature like the 1965 Kennedy half dollar or other intentional varieties. It was purely accidental, which makes it all the more exciting for collectors. As a result of this error, the 1981 no mint mark pennies became incredibly rare, and when collectors started realizing the mistake, demand skyrocketed. Since only a handful of these pennies were ever released into circulation, finding one is like finding a needle in a haystack. The value of the 1981 no mint mark Lincoln penny. Let's get to the part you've all been waiting for, the value. So, how much is this penny worth? Well, the current market value for a 1981 no mint mark Lincoln penny is a staggering $63,889. Yes, you heard that right. Nearly $64,000 for just a single penny. Now, you might be thinking, why is this penny worth so much? It all boils down to rarity and demand. With fewer of these pennies in existence, their value has skyrocketed over the years. Collectors are always on the lookout for these unique errors, and as time passes, the value of these rare coins tends to increase. That's why if you happen to find one of these coins in your collection or while going through old change, you might be sitting on a small fortune. The value can fluctuate based on the condition of the coin as well. Coins that are in mint condition, meaning they have very few scratches, no visible damage, and still maintain their original shine, will be worth significantly more than those that are worn or damaged. A coin with high-grade certification, usually from a grading service like the Professional Coin Grading Service or PCGS, will fetch an even higher price, and could potentially be worth even more than $63,889. Where can you find 1981 no mint mark Lincoln pennies? So, where can you find these rare pennies? Well, finding them in your pocket change might seem like a long shot, but it's not impossible. Some collectors have found them while searching through rolls of pennies from the 1980s, or even while going through their spare change. But with the value of these coins, people are actively searching for them, which makes it a lot harder to stumble across one in circulation today. If you're serious about getting your hands on one, you could try visiting local coin shops, auctions, or online marketplaces like eBay, where collectors buy and sell rare coins. Just remember, when purchasing one, always make sure to verify the authenticity and condition of the coin to avoid getting scammed. Why are error coins so popular? The appeal of error coins is something that has fascinated collectors for decades. Why are people willing to pay such enormous amounts for something as small and simple as a penny? It all comes down to the concept of rarity and uniqueness. Coin collectors thrive on finding items that are scarce, and error coins are considered some of the most exciting and valuable types of coins to collect. Coins like the 1981 no mint mark Lincoln penny have the added allure of being accidental, which makes them all the more intriguing. It's almost like owning a piece of history, a rare mistake that turned into an incredible investment opportunity. So, there you have it, the 1981 no mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. A coin that was accidentally produced without a mint mark, making it rare, valuable, and sought after by collectors all over the world. If you happen to find one of these coins, you could be holding on to something worth a lot of money, with a current market value of $63,889. Remember, always check your pocket change and be sure to keep an eye out for other rare coins that could be hiding in plain sight. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more exciting content about valuable coins and rare finds. Until next time, happy hunting, and I'll see you in the next video. Hello, and welcome to the channel. Today, we're diving into one of the most sought-after and valuable coins in American history, the 1982 no mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. This particular coin is extremely rare and can fetch a pretty penny, no pun intended, with a current market value of around $48,752. So if you've got one of these pennies hiding in your collection or perhaps buried in a jar of loose change, stick around as we explore its fascinating history, its value, and why this penny is worth so much money. Let's start with the basics. The Lincoln penny has been in circulation since 1909, featuring President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and a variety of designs on the reverse. The most well-known reverse design is the wheat ears design, which was used from 1909 until 1958. However, what makes the 1982 no-mint mark Lincoln penny so unique is the absence of a mint mark, which is typically located under the date on most coins to indicate where they were produced. But here's where it gets interesting. The United States Mint produces coins at several locations, including the Philadelphia Mint, the Denver Mint, and the San Francisco Mint. Most pennies from 1982 were minted at either the Philadelphia Mint, marked with a P, or the Denver Mint, marked with a D. However, in 1982, a few coins slipped through the cracks and were minted in Philadelphia without a mint mark. These particular pennies are now among the rarest and most valuable in the world. Now, let's talk about why this specific coin is so valuable. It's important to understand the role rarity plays in the value of a coin. In the world of numismatics, the study of coins, the more rare and unique a coin is, the higher its value tends to be. Coins with missing mint marks or other variations that deviate from the standard designs are highly prized by collectors. In the case of the 1982 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, its value is driven by its rarity, the fact that it was never intended to be produced without a mint mark, and the curiosity that collectors have about it. While it's impossible to say exactly how many of these coins were produced, it's believed that only a handful exist, and many of them have already been found and placed in collections around the world. Because of this scarcity, the price for these coins has skyrocketed in recent years. So, how do you know if you have one of these valuable 1982 no-mint mark pennies? Well, the first thing you'll want to check is the date. If you have a penny from 1982 without any mint mark, that's your first clue. But don't get too excited just yet. Not every 1982 penny without a mint mark is worth tens of thousands of dollars. The condition of the coin plays a significant role in determining its value. Coins are graded on a scale from poor to mint state, based on their condition. A coin in poor condition may only be worth a few cents, while a coin in mint or near mint condition can be worth much more. The 1982 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, in mint condition, can fetch an incredible price of up to $48,752, and this figure can fluctuate depending on the current market demand. Collectors, dealers, and even investors are constantly on the lookout for rare coins like this, and when a coin comes up for sale at auction, it can lead to intense bidding wars. In fact, there have been instances where 1982 no-mint mark pennies have sold for more than $50,000, making them one of the top contenders for the most valuable pennies in existence. But what else contributes to the value of this coin? Well, let's talk about the historical significance. The 1982 no-mint mark Lincoln penny represents a strange anomaly in the history of U.S. coinage. The absence of a mint mark wasn't a result of an intentional design change, but rather a production error that left a few pennies off the mint mark. This gives the coin an air of mystery and intrigue, making it even more desirable to collectors who appreciate coins with unique stories and histories. The story behind the coin also adds to its charm. The fact that this penny, which should have been like any other penny in circulation at the time, became a rare error coin has made it famous among collectors. Its rarity and oddity make it a coveted piece of U.S. coinage history. Let's also discuss the impact of the 1982 no-mint mark penny on the broader coin market. As with all rare coins, when one of these pennies comes up for sale, it can impact the value of other similar coins. As collectors and dealers see these high auction prices, it may drive up demand for other rare pennies from the 1980s, as well as coins from other eras that are similar in rarity or error type. Essentially, finding one of these pennies can be the key to unlocking a valuable coin collection, and it can also spark interest in other coins that might be valuable but lesser known. So, where can you sell or buy a 1982 no-mint mark Lincoln penny? The most common places where these coins are sold are at auction houses, through coin dealers, or online marketplaces that specialize in rare coins. However, due to the high demand and value, it's important to have your penny authenticated by a professional before selling or purchasing. Authenticating a coin ensures that it's genuine and not a replica, which could drastically reduce its value. Before you rush off to check your change jar for a potential treasure, keep in mind that while this particular penny is worth a lot of money, there are many factors that can influence its value, including condition, provenance, the history of ownership, and current market trends. Coin values can fluctuate over time based on supply and demand, and even a small detail, like a smudge or scratch on the coin, can decrease its value significantly. In conclusion, the 1982 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny is an extraordinary coin that has captivated collectors and investors alike due to its rarity and historical significance. With a current market value of $48,752, this penny serves as a reminder of how small anomalies in U.S. coinage history can lead to incredible value for those who are lucky enough to find them. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone just starting out, keep your eyes peeled for rare and unique coins like the 1982 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. It could just be the hidden gem you've been searching for. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell icon to stay updated on all our future coin-related content. And if you think you might have one of these rare pennies, let us know in the comments below. Happy hunting, and I'll see you in the next video. Welcome back to the channel, coin collectors and enthusiasts. Today, we've got a fascinating coin to dive into, the 1983 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. This particular penny has a unique story and holds some serious value, so let's get into why this coin is so sought after and what makes it such a prized possession in the world of numismatics. First, let's talk a bit about the history of the Lincoln penny. The Lincoln cent, first introduced in 1909, has been an essential part of American currency. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it features a bust of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, while the reverse has seen multiple designs throughout the years. The 1983 penny is significant for several reasons, particularly because it marks the year the U.S. Mint switched from using 95% copper to a copper-plated zinc composition for its 1-cent coins. But not all 1983 pennies are created equal, and that's where the story of the 1983 no-mint mark Lincoln penny comes into play. The U.S. Mint, in its production of pennies, typically uses mint marks to indicate where the coin was struck. The two major mint locations for pennies at the time were Philadelphia and Denver. However, in 1983, the U.S. Mint in Philadelphia did not place a mint mark on the coin, which means that every penny minted in Philadelphia that year was without a P mint mark. Now, why is this such a big deal? The fact that this penny was struck in Philadelphia without a mint mark makes it a bit more mysterious and rare than many of the other pennies from that year. Although the 1983 no-mint mark penny is technically a standard issue coin, there's an interesting twist. A significant number of these pennies were struck with an unusual flaw. A known variety of the 1983 penny was struck on a copper planchet instead of the new zinc planchet. The error happened because the mint was transitioning to zinc-plated pennies, but some copper planchets from earlier years were still around, causing some of these 1983 pennies to be minted with the wrong material. These copper pennies have attracted a lot of attention from collectors, especially because they're so rare and because they hold a historic significance in the context of the mint's material changeover. So, what's the current market value of these 1983 no-mint mark Lincoln pennies? Well, the value of these coins can fluctuate depending on their condition and any specific errors they may have. However, a well-preserved 1983 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, especially one with that copper planchet error, can fetch a pretty penny on the market. As of today, the current market value for a 1983 no-mint mark penny with a copper planchet error is around $79,542. Yes, you heard that right, a nearly $80,000 penny. Of course, the value can vary depending on the specific coin's grade, rarity, and whether it has been professionally authenticated, but this number shows just how valuable this particular penny can be. For collectors looking to get their hands on one of these rare pennies, there's a lot of demand. The coin is especially coveted by error coin collectors who are always on the lookout for pieces that have unique stories behind them. The fact that the 1983 no-mint mark penny with a copper planchet is a transitional piece, as well as an error coin, makes it a double threat in terms of its value. If you come across a 1983 no-mint mark penny in your change, it's definitely worth holding onto and having it inspected by a professional coin grader. Remember, the value of a coin like this depends largely on its condition. A penny that's been heavily worn or damaged will naturally be worth less than one that's in mint condition. Coins are graded on a scale, with the highest grade being MS-70 for a perfect, uncirculated coin. But even if your 1983 no mint mark penny isn't in perfect condition, it can still be worth significantly more than its face value. For example, a penny in decent, circulated condition might fetch a few $100s, but the real value comes with the era coins or those in pristine condition. So, where does the 1983 no mint mark Lincoln penny stand among other valuable coins? Well, there are certainly more famous era coins out there, but this one is highly sought after due to its unique history and the fact that it represents a pivotal time in U.S. mint history when the composition of pennies changed. It's also one of those rare coins that not only has numismatic value but also historical importance. As a collector, owning a 1983 no mint mark penny can be a crowning achievement. For those looking to invest in this particular coin, it's always a good idea to keep an eye on auctions and online marketplaces. Prices can fluctuate, but given the rarity and the demand, these pennies continue to be a top contender in the world of rare coins. To wrap things up, if you happen to come across a 1983 no mint mark Lincoln penny in your pocket change or find one hiding in an old coin jar, take a moment to examine it closely. If it happens to be an era coin or in exceptional condition, you could be holding on to a small fortune. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting your journey, this penny is a fascinating part of American coinage, and it has earned its place in the spotlight with a market value of $79,542. Thanks for tuning in today. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more coin-related content. We'll keep bringing you more stories of rare and valuable coins, so don't miss out on the next video. Until then, happy collecting! Welcome back, coin enthusiasts! Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of rare coins, and specifically, we'll be exploring the 1984 no mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. You might be wondering, what's so special about this coin? Well, hold on to your hats, because it's not just any penny. This particular coin is incredibly rare and highly valuable, with a current market value sitting at an astounding $83,787. Yes, you heard that right, $83,787 for a single penny. Let's break down the history, the rarity, and why this coin is worth so much money. First, let's talk about the basics. The Lincoln 1-cent penny has been in circulation since 1909 and has undergone various design changes over the years. The 1984 penny, which typically features Abraham Lincoln's portrait on the obverse, was no different from most of the pennies minted in that year. However, what makes the 1984 no mint mark penny stand out is its incredibly rare feature, its missing mint mark. For those who might not be familiar with mint marks, they are small letters found on coins to indicate where they were minted. In the case of the Lincoln penny, the mint mark is typically located near the date on the obverse side of the coin. For example, you may find a D mint mark for coins minted in Denver or a P mint mark for coins minted in Philadelphia. The mint mark is important because it helps collectors determine the origin of the coin. Now, let's get to the heart of the matter, the 1984 no mint mark Lincoln penny. While most pennies produced in 1984 had either a D or P mint mark, there was a small number of them that were struck without a mint mark altogether. This error is believed to have been caused by a mistake at the minting facility, where some pennies were produced without the mint mark being applied. Though it's not entirely clear how many of these no mint mark pennies exist, the estimated number is extremely low, which makes these coins highly coveted by collectors. The first documented discovery of the 1984 no mint mark penny occurred in the early 2000s, and ever since then, the coin has become a highly sought-after item in the numismatic world. Collectors and enthusiasts quickly realized just how rare and valuable this coin was, especially when compared to the standard 1984 pennies. It's not just a minor error, it's a unique and very scarce version of a coin that is otherwise common. As word spread about the 1984 no mint mark penny, the demand for this particular coin skyrocketed. Because it was such a rare find, the market began placing a premium on it. Prices for the coin started at a few $1,000s but have steadily risen as more collectors began to hunt for one of these elusive pennies. Now, in 2025, the market value of an authentic 1984 no-mint mark Lincoln penny has reached an incredible $83,787. But what drives the value of this coin to such a high number? Several factors contribute to the immense worth of this penny. First and foremost, its rarity is the biggest factor. With only a small number of these coins existing, the demand among collectors far outweighs the supply. Additionally, the historical significance of the coin plays a role in its value. Coins with unique eras often become part of numismatic history, and collectors are eager to add such a rare piece to their collections. Moreover, the condition of the coin, its grade, also plays a role in determining its value. Coins that are in mint condition or close to it can fetch significantly higher prices than those that show signs of wear and tear. The 1984 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is a prime example of how a simple error can turn an ordinary coin into a valuable treasure. It's a reminder that the world of coin collecting is full of surprises and that sometimes, the most valuable pieces are the ones that aren't supposed to exist in the first place. If you happen to come across one of these pennies in your pocket change, you might want to hold on to it. With its current market value sitting at over $83,000, you could be holding on to a small fortune. However, it's important to be cautious and make sure that the coin you have is indeed the genuine article. The market for rare coins can attract counterfeiters, so it's always a good idea to have your coin authenticated by a professional before considering selling it or adding it to your collection. So, where can you find this rare penny? While it's unlikely that you'll stumble upon one at your local coin shop or in your pocket change, they do pop up from time to time at auctions, coin shows, or through private sales. The best way to track down one of these rare coins is by keeping an eye on reputable auction houses and specialized dealers who deal in high-value coins. If you're serious about acquiring one, make sure to do your research and be prepared to pay top dollar, as these coins rarely come cheap. In conclusion, the 1984 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny is a perfect example of how a simple minting error can create a coin that is not only rare but incredibly valuable. With a current market value of $83,787, this penny is a prized possession for any serious coin collector. Its rarity, historical significance, and the story behind its creation make it one of the most sought-after coins in the world. So, if you happen to find one in your collection, be sure to hold on to it tight. You could be sitting on a small fortune. That wraps up today's video. I hope you found this deep dive into the 1984 no-mint mark Lincoln penny fascinating. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more coin collecting content. And as always, keep on collecting. Who knows, you might just discover the next big find. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into one of the most fascinating and valuable coins in the world of numismatics, the 1987 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. This coin, which might seem like just a regular penny, holds a surprising amount of value, with some examples worth as much as $74,654 in the current market. Stick around as we explore its history, the story behind its high value, and why it's worth so much today. Now, when we think about pennies, we often think of the ones we find in our pocket change, right? Most pennies today are worth just 1 cent, so you might be wondering, what makes the 1987 no-mint mark Lincoln penny so special? Well, to understand that, we need to take a deeper look into its history and how it came to be such a sought-after coin. The 1987 no-mint mark penny is part of the Lincoln cent series, which has been in circulation since 1909, honoring the 16th President of the United States, Abraham Lincoln. These pennies are made primarily of copper and were first produced to commemorate Lincoln's legacy. Each year, the U.S. Mint releases millions of pennies with a mint mark to indicate where they were struck, either Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. So, what makes the 1987 penny so unique? Well, to understand this, we need to focus on the mint mark, or, in this case, the absence of one. Normally, pennies minted in Philadelphia in 1987 would have a P mint mark. However, due to a rare production error, A small number of 1987 pennies were struck at the Philadelphia Mint without any mint mark. This error went unnoticed at first, as it's something that might easily slip under the radar for most casual collectors or people simply using pennies for everyday transactions. This missing mint mark creates a rare variety of the 1987 Lincoln penny, and this is where things get interesting. The coin became a hot item among collectors once its rarity was recognized. While the regular 1987 penny, those with the P mint mark, holds little to no value beyond face value, the 1987 no mint mark penny has become a rare find, especially in pristine condition. Let's talk about how much these rare pennies are actually worth. Depending on factors like condition, grade, and whether it has been professionally authenticated, the 1987 no mint mark penny can be worth anywhere from hundreds of dollars to tens of thousands. In fact, some of the highest grade examples have been known to fetch up to $74,654 in the market today. That's right, $74,654 for a penny that most people would overlook in their change. The key to the coin's high value lies in its rarity. Remember, not every 1987 penny was struck without a mint mark, only a small percentage of them, which makes this coin a coveted piece for collectors. Moreover, the condition of the penny is incredibly important. Coins in mint condition, also known as proof coins, can dramatically increase in value compared to those with wear and tear. Collectors are always on the lookout for these pristine, error-struck coins, which adds to their desirability and price. Now, you might be wondering, how can you tell if you have one of these rare 1987 no mint mark pennies? Well, it's pretty simple to check, but you'll need to carefully inspect your coin. The first thing to look for is the absence of the mint mark on the reverse side of the penny, just beneath the date. A standard 1987 penny should have a P mint mark in that spot, but if yours doesn't, you've got yourself a potential winner. Afterward, it's important to examine the overall condition of the coin. Look for any signs of wear, scratches, or discoloration that might lower its value. If you think you've found one of these rare pennies, the next step is to have it professionally graded. Coin grading is an essential part of the process when it comes to determining the true market value of a coin. Certified professionals will evaluate its condition and assign a grade based on its appearance, which can range from good to mint state. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin is likely to be. So, what exactly caused this minting error? While the specifics of why these 1987 pennies were struck without a mint mark remain unclear, it's likely due to a mistake in the production process. During the 1987 minting season, the Philadelphia Mint experienced a few operational hiccups. This could have led to the missing mint marks, resulting in this rare variety of pennies that collectors would later fight to get their hands on. You might be wondering if there are any other years of Lincoln pennies with similar errors. The short answer is yes. There are several other years where minting errors or variations have made certain pennies more valuable than others. However, the 1987 no mint mark penny stands out because of the rarity of the error, the high demand for this specific variety, and the fact that the U.S. Mint doesn't often make such mistakes on a mass scale. The significance of rare error coins like this one cannot be overstated. The world of coin collecting is full of hidden gems, and each year, collectors and investors alike are on the lookout for new finds. A penny that seems so small and insignificant could end up being worth a small fortune. In fact, the 1987 no mint mark penny is a prime example of how a seemingly minor production error can turn a regular coin into a valuable piece of history. As with all collectibles, the market for rare coins can fluctuate. Prices may vary depending on the condition of the coin, the number of coins discovered, and the current demand in the numismatic community. However, even with these fluctuations, the 1987 no mint mark penny continues to be highly regarded among collectors, and its value remains substantial. So, if you've got one of these rare pennies sitting in your collection or in your change jar, you might want to get it checked out by a professional. You could be sitting on a gold mine without even knowing it. And if you're thinking about buying or investing in rare coins, the 1987 no mint mark Lincoln penny is definitely one to keep an eye on. Before we wrap up, let's recap the key points from today's video. The 1987 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is a rare era coin that was struck at the Philadelphia Mint without the usual mint mark. This missing mint mark makes the coin incredibly valuable, with high-grade examples fetching as much as $74,654 in today's market. If you think you've found one of these rare pennies, make sure to check its condition and have it professionally graded. The world of coin collecting is full of surprises, and this penny is a perfect example of how an overlooked coin can become a prized treasure. Thanks for tuning in today. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on any future videos about rare coins and their histories. Let me know in the comments if you found any rare coins in your collection, and as always, happy hunting! Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're diving into one of the most sought-after coins of the modern era, the 2016 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. You might be surprised to hear that this little penny, which was released only a few years ago, can now be worth an incredible $17,000. We're going to take a look at the history of this coin, what makes it so valuable, and why collectors are willing to pay top dollar for it. So grab your magnifying glasses and let's explore the fascinating world of the 2016 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, the history behind the 2016 Lincoln 1-cent penny. To understand why the 2016 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is so valuable, let's first take a look at the history behind this iconic coin. The Lincoln 1-cent penny was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. It has undergone several design changes over the years, but the most recent change occurred in 2009 when the United States Mint issued 4 different reverse designs to celebrate the bicentennial of Lincoln's birth and his life. The design that's most relevant to us today is the 2016 penny, which features the classic image of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse. Designed by sculptor Victor David Brenner. The reverse of the coin showcases the traditional shield design, which has been in use since 2010. It symbolizes Lincoln's legacy, as the shield represents his role in preserving the Union during the Civil War. But here's the twist. While most coins have a mint mark to indicate where they were produced, the 2016 no-mint mark Lincoln penny has no mint mark at all. And that small detail has made a huge difference in its value. Why the 2016 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is so valuable, now, you might be wondering. Why does the absence of a mint mark make this penny worth so much? Well, here's the scoop. Every year, the U.S. Mint produces pennies at different facilities, and typically, each facility will mark the coin with a mint mark. Coins from the Philadelphia Mint, which is the main mint, usually don't have a mint mark, while coins produced in Denver and San Francisco will feature the respective D or S mint marks. In 2016, a handful of Lincoln pennies were struck at the Philadelphia Mint without the mint mark. This was an unusual occurrence because, historically, pennies struck in Philadelphia have been marked with the P mint mark since 2017. So, when collectors first noticed the absence of a mint mark on the 2016 pennies, it sparked immediate interest. What makes this particular coin even more special is that these coins were part of a limited production run. The U.S. Mint did not announce that they would be producing coins without a mint mark, so finding one was entirely unexpected. This made the 2016 no-mint mark Lincoln penny a rare discovery and, as is the case with rare coins, rarity drives up the price. How rare is the 2016 no-mint mark Lincoln penny? As we mentioned earlier, the 2016 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is rare due to its unexpected production. While we don't know the exact number of these coins that were minted, estimates suggest that only a small percentage of 2016 pennies lack the mint mark. Because of this scarcity, collectors began searching for these coins, increasing demand and driving up the value. For many collectors, finding a 2016 no-mint mark Lincoln penny became a must-have for their collections. And it wasn't just casual collectors who took notice. The coin also caught the eye of investors and enthusiasts who saw its potential for significant future value. The current market value of the 2016 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. So, how much is the 2016 no-mint mark Lincoln penny worth today? If you've got one of these coins in your possession, you could be sitting on a gold mine. As of now, the current market value for a well-preserved, uncirculated 2016 no-mint mark Lincoln penny can range up to an astonishing $17,000. But how does a coin from just a few years ago end up being worth so much? Well, it comes down to the rarity and demand. Coins that are rare, unique, and in high demand often see their value skyrocket over time, and the 2016 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is no exception. How to identify a 2016 no-mint mark Lincoln penny? If you're out there hunting for a 2016 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, here are some tips on how to identify one. First, check the obverse side of the coin. This is the side that features President Lincoln's portrait. The 2016 no-mint mark penny will have no mint mark near the date, which is typically where you'd expect to see either a D or P. Make sure you're not confusing it with other pennies that may look similar but were minted in different years. Next, look for signs of wear and tear. The more pristine the coin, the more valuable it is. Uncirculated coins, or those that have been kept in mint condition, are much more valuable than those with significant wear, scratches, or discoloration. Should you invest in a 2016 no-mint mark Lincoln penny? If you're considering investing in the 2016 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, there are a few things you should keep in mind. While the current value is impressive, remember that the value of rare coins can fluctuate over time. Coins that seem undervalued today could become much more expensive in the future, especially as they become even rarer. The best approach is to purchase these coins as part of a well-researched, diversified coin collection. If you're looking for a single coin to invest in, the 2016 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is definitely worth considering due to its rarity, demand, and potential for future appreciation. And there you have it. The 2016 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny is a rare and valuable coin that has caught the attention of collectors and investors alike. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just starting out, this coin is definitely one to keep an eye on. With a current market value of up to $17,000, it proves that even a small penny can have a big impact. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more coin-related content, and drop a comment if you've ever come across a rare coin like this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Hello, coin collectors and enthusiasts. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into one of the most fascinating coins in modern American numismatics, the 2018 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. You might be surprised to hear that a penny, especially one from just a few years ago, can be worth so much money. That's right, this coin is currently valued at a whopping $14,000. But why is this particular penny so valuable? What makes it stand out from the thousands of other pennies minted every year? Stick around as we explore the history, rarity, and reasons behind its incredible value. Historical context. To understand the value of the 2018 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, we first need to understand the history of the Lincoln cent itself. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It's one of the longest-running coin designs in American history, and it has undergone several design changes over the years. The most significant shift came in 1959, when the reverse of the penny was redesigned to feature the Lincoln Memorial, a design that lasted until 2009. That year, a series of new reverse designs was issued to honor Lincoln's life, and it's this series of coins that includes the penny we're focusing on today. In 2018, the U.S. Mint continued the tradition of issuing Lincoln pennies with an updated reverse. The coin maintained its iconic obverse design, which features a portrait of Abraham Lincoln, but the reverse remained unchanged from earlier years, showing the Union Shield, a design that's become synonymous with the penny. So, in terms of design, the 2018 penny isn't that different from its predecessors, but there's one key feature that makes it stand out from the rest: the mint mark mystery. Normally, U.S. coins are stamped with a mint mark to indicate where they were produced. You're probably familiar with the D mint mark for coins minted in Denver, the S mint mark for coins minted in San Francisco, and the P mint mark for coins minted in Philadelphia. However, the 2018 Lincoln penny without a mint mark is extremely rare and valuable. Here's why. In 2018, the U.S. Mint decided to omit the mint mark on certain coins that were produced in Philadelphia, a move that was not entirely new but still caught collectors off guard. The lack of a mint mark on a penny issued in Philadelphia is unusual because, in most cases, Philadelphia coins bear a P mint mark. The omission of this mint mark is what creates the rarity of the 2018 no mint mark Lincoln penny. So, while you might think that the penny is just another ordinary coin, it's actually an anomaly. This makes it highly collectible, as rare varieties are always sought after by collectors looking to complete their sets or find something truly unique. The absence of a mint mark on this penny is considered an error by many collectors, which only adds to its mystique and value. The coin's current value. Now, let's get to the part that everyone is most interested in, the value. As of now, a 2018 no mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny can be worth up to $14,000. Yes, you heard that right, $14,000 for a penny. But don't expect to just find one of these in your pocket change. The high value of this coin is due to its rarity, its rare nature, and its significance in the world of numismatics. So, how does one determine the value of this penny? Well, the 2018 no mint mark Lincoln penny is considered a rare era coin. Its value depends on factors like its condition, the presence of any additional errors, and the overall demand in the numismatic market. Coins that are in pristine condition, particularly those graded by professional grading companies like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, can fetch much higher prices. Coins that are graded MS67, mint state 67, or higher are considered to be in exceptional condition and can bring in thousands of dollars at auction. The market for era coins is always fluctuating, and the 2018 no mint mark penny is a perfect example of how a rare mistake can turn a coin that would normally be worth just 1 cent into a collector's treasure. The demand for these coins is growing as more collectors learn about their rarity and value. Where to find a 2018 no mint mark Lincoln penny? Now, you might be wondering, how do I find a 2018 no mint mark Lincoln penny? Well, the truth is that it's not easy. These pennies are rare, and they're not something you're likely to find just lying around. They've been in circulation for a few years now, so many of them have already been collected by keen-eyed coin enthusiasts, or taken out of circulation. However, you might still find one if you carefully go through your spare change or look at rolls of pennies from your local bank. When searching for a 2018 no mint mark Lincoln penny, it's important to remember that not every penny you find will be valuable. In fact, the vast majority of 2018 pennies will have a mint mark or will show no sign of being anything other than a standard cent. But with a bit of luck, you might stumble upon one of these rare varieties. If you're determined to find one of these rare pennies, you can also check online coin dealers, auction websites, and specialized coin shops. These sources can help you track down a 2018 no mint mark penny if you're not able to find one yourself in circulation. Just make sure you're dealing with reputable sellers who can provide you with information on the coin's condition and authenticity. Why this coin matters to collectors? You might be wondering why something as seemingly simple as a missing mint mark could make such a big difference. After all, it's just a tiny detail, right? But in the world of coin collecting, even the smallest variations can have huge value. Errors like these are often the result of mistakes made during the minting process. And when those mistakes are rare and unintentional, they can create coins that are highly sought after by collectors. The 2018 no mint mark Lincoln penny is a great example of how collectors value rarity and imperfection. The absence of a mint mark is a mistake, but it's one that adds to the coin's allure. It's a true piece of American numismatic history, and as time goes on, its value is likely to continue growing. So there you have it, an in-depth look at the 2018 no mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny and why it's worth so much. Whether you're an experienced numismatist or just someone curious about coin collecting, this rare era coin is an exciting find. Its value is a testament to how small variations in a coin's design can make a huge difference in the world of collecting. If you're lucky enough to come across one of these rare pennies, you could be holding on to a $14,000 treasure. Keep your eyes peeled, And remember that in the world of coin collecting, even a penny can be worth a fortune. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell for more videos on rare and valuable coins. Let me know in the comments if you've ever found any rare coins, or if you're planning to start looking for the 2018 no mint mark penny. Until next time, happy collecting! Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel. If you're a fan of rare coins and discovering hidden treasures from the past, you're in for a treat today. In this video, we're going to dive deep into one of the most intriguing coins in modern American currency, the 2020 no mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. This penny isn't your ordinary everyday coin. In fact, it's worth a jaw-dropping $9,111 in today's market. You might be wondering, what makes this penny so valuable? Well, stick around because we're going to uncover the history, significance, and why it's worth so much today. Background on the Lincoln penny. Before we focus on the 2020 penny, let's take a quick look at the history of the Lincoln cent. First minted in 1909, the Lincoln penny has become one of the most iconic coins in U.S. history. It features the image of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, and has undergone several design changes over the years. The most significant of these is the switch from the original wheat reverse design to the memorial reverse in 1959, and then to the current shield reverse in 2010. These changes have made each era of Lincoln pennies unique in their own right, but the 2020 no mint mark coin stands out in ways you might not expect. What makes the 2020 no mint mark Lincoln penny special? The 2020 no mint mark Lincoln penny is incredibly rare because of a unique error that occurred during its production. As a quick reminder, most U.S. coins have a mint mark that indicates which U.S. mint facility produced them. In 2020, however, some pennies were released without a mint mark, and this omission was not intentional. While most pennies are produced at the Philadelphia Mint, the mint marks are typically included to help identify the coin's origin. The absence of this mint mark on the 2020 penny is what makes it so valuable to collectors today. It's important to note that not all 2020 pennies are without mint marks. Most of them have the P mint mark indicating they were made in Philadelphia. The error occurred when a batch of pennies was mistakenly struck without the mint mark, making them a rare find in a sea of regular 2020 pennies. It's this mistake that has turned the 2020 no mint mark penny into a highly sought-after item among coin collectors and numismatists. The significance of the 2020 no mint mark Lincoln penny. The 2020 no mint mark Lincoln penny is part of a series of errors that have happened throughout coin production history. These types of mistakes are highly prized by collectors because they're unique, rare, and provide insight into the imperfections that can happen during the minting process. Coin errors, especially those like this one where the mint mark is missing, are a reminder that even in modern coin production, mistakes can still occur, and when they do, they become valuable pieces of history. Coin collectors are always on the lookout for these types of rarities, as they add depth and uniqueness to their collections. The 2020 no mint mark penny is particularly valuable because it's not just a rare error, it's a part of recent history. With so many people holding on to pennies from previous years, the idea of finding a modern era coin like this is what keeps the world of coin collecting exciting. Why is the 2020 no mint mark Lincoln penny worth so much? So, why is this penny worth so much money? The current market value for a 2020 no mint mark Lincoln penny is around $9,111. But this number isn't static, it fluctuates based on demand, rarity, and condition. The price reflects its rarity, and how few of these coins exist in circulation. As with any collectible, scarcity is one of the driving factors behind the value. Coin prices are also determined by their condition, and when it comes to the 2020 no mint mark penny, finding one in uncirculated or near mint condition can significantly raise its price. These pennies are especially valuable if they've been well preserved and have avoided the wear and tear that often occurs with coins that are used in everyday transactions. How to spot a 2020 no mint mark Lincoln penny? Now, you might be wondering, how can I tell if I have a 2020 no mint mark Lincoln penny? It's actually quite simple to spot once you know what to look for. First, examine the obverse side of the penny, where you should see the portrait of Abraham Lincoln. Look just below the date, and check for the mint mark. Normally, you'd see a P for Philadelphia, D for Denver, or S for San Francisco, but for the 2020 no mint mark era coin, there will be no mint mark at all. If you come across a penny from 2020 that doesn't have a mint mark, congratulations! You could be holding on to a rare and valuable coin. The future of the 2020 no mint mark Lincoln penny. As time goes on, the value of this era coin could continue to increase. Rarity and demand are the main factors driving prices, and as more people become aware of this era, the number of collectors seeking out the 2020 no mint mark penny will likely grow. This could make the coin even more valuable in the future, especially as it becomes harder to find in circulation. If you find one, it's a good idea to keep it in excellent condition and consider having it graded by a professional service, like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS. A certified coin in great condition could be worth even more than the current market value. How does the 2020 no mint mark Lincoln penny compare to other rare coins? While the 2020 no mint mark Lincoln penny is a relatively new discovery, it's already being compared to other legendary coins in the world of numismatics. For example, coins like the 1913 Liberty Head nickel and the 1943 copper penny are among the most valuable in the world, with prices soaring into the millions. Although the 2020 penny doesn't come close to these rarities in terms of historical significance, it's still a notable find, especially for those who collect modern U.S. coins. As more time passes, the 2020 no mint mark penny could carve out its own place in the history of American coin collecting. Conclusion. In conclusion, the 2020 no mint mark Lincoln penny is a fascinating example of how even modern coins can become rare treasures. With its era production and unique characteristics, this penny has captured the attention of collectors and coin enthusiasts alike, driving its value to an impressive $9,111. If you're lucky enough to find one of these rare coins, you could be sitting on a small fortune. Remember to keep your eyes peeled when you're going through your change, and who knows, you might find the next big coin rarity. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more coin news, tips, and valuable discoveries. Keep collecting, and happy hunting! If you found this video helpful and interesting, make sure to hit the like button, share it with your fellow collectors, and subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment below if you've ever found a rare coin or if you're lucky enough to have a 2020 no mint mark Lincoln penny in your collection. Until next time, take care and keep an eye on your pocket change. You never know what you might find.